hive cluster is under attack.
For the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a ZVT here on Polypoid. It's going to be Hyuk, and it's going to be Scan, a really fun ZVT sent to me by RJB of RJB fame. Oh, YouTube deleted his channel last week. I hope it's back up now, because I think they falsely accused him of doing some stuff, and he is talking to them, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but I hope his channel's back. Bottom right, it's going to be Scan, our Red Terran player. He coaches Artosis, and in the top left, it's going to be Hyuk, a very fun Zerg player that I don't cast very often, but hey, it's a Hyuk game for those of you who are Hyuk fans. His name is fun to say. Man, ASL, dude. ASL games. Let's see, what was I watching last week? It was Snow versus Soulkey. I'm not going to spoil it, but man, there was a crazy game in there. It wasn't very long, but yo, I was just watching it with my mouth open saying, this is the weirdest game I have ever seen. Anyway, Terror the Overlord's counting down the left side. He will not see any sign of the Terran player. Supply depot coming up, because what else are you going to do in the first minute of the game, right? Right. Well, sending out SCVs to put down barracks, but Scan is not interested in doing that here today. Barracks coming up. And hatch first here at 11 supply from Hyuk. Ka-chow! Everything is A-OK here on this giant 4-player map. So what do you think the time frame is for spoilers for ASL? Like a week after the Tastosis cast shows up? Let me know what you think, because this is going to go ahead and show up less than a week after the Tastosis cast for that series. So I'm not going to spoil anything. Just, man, if you haven't watched it, watch it. Your mouth will be open as well. Aha, hiding. Hiding here is Terry the Overlord. Nope, you can't see me. Steve the SCV scouting. And drone scouting here as well. He knows, based on the process of elimination, that Scan is in the bottom right. Anyway, hope you're all having a fantastic time here. Hope you're enjoying the StarCraft. Hit that like button, subscribe, and trying to get up to 100,000 subs in 2024. Getting new subs every day. So thanks everyone who has done that. Yeah, and the Overlord comes to push the drone away. There it is. The Overlord. The Marine shows up to push the drone away. Just a little bit of a tiny move here. I think Tastosis was talking about that in ASL, and they were like, yeah, it's just a tiny move, right? You just make a Marine, bam, you kill a drone, you like chase a drone away so it can't scout you. It's not a huge advantage, but, you know, gets the job done. SCV comes in, sees the lair timing. Excellent. Sees that Metabolic Boost is not on the way yet, even though it probably should be. There you go. Metabolic Boost getting fired up from Hyuk. Looks like a 2-base Mutalisk opening. How many geysers are we going to get? How many extractors will we see here today? The question is, I don't know. And you don't know either. So that's a lot of fun. Okay. So just making Marines here. Marines. That gas is just now coming in. So, I mean, we're not doing anything crazy here. Not a Valkyrie rush. Not like a weird Firebat opening. Not going for a super fast third base. Just pretty darn standard here from Scan. Trying to see what's what, and the answer is, well, it's going to be a lot of Marines for now. Let's see what he does with the gas. It's probably time for a second barracks, man. Like, we just are sitting on one racks here. We're floating a bunch of cash. He's going to keep making... Wait, what's this? An academy. Okay, so at least there's an academy, but seriously, like, second racks at some point here? I guess he's pumping SCVs out 2 at a time now, so that's a little bit more expensive. There's the second gas. Second gas coming up when the Spire's not even halfway done yet. So not going crazy. Probably just going to get the standard 6 mutas, 5 to 6 mutas, and then maybe start firing up more depending on how the early ones are doing, what the plan is here from Hyuk. I like this. It's Overlord, Ling spread, trying to see what's going on here, and going for a third base in the top right with no lurker support. So the muta's job is to keep Scan at home. He cannot get up to this top right base of a third. If he gets up there and kills it, it's game over. So the Lings are like, okay, we got to see how many Marines there are. There's not a bunker at the front, so I don't know. Big Ling Flood might have actually caused some problems here. There was an ASL game that I watched where there was a Ling Flood, and the Terran just didn't have a bunker, and he just straight up died. So, yeah, kind of cutting some corners here a little bit is Scan, but he has the bunker now. So let's not worry about it. There's your second racks, and there's your third racks, and there's your medic production, and there's your supply depot. Everything's going well here for our Terran player. Scan. Everyone likes Scan. Ooh, it is a flyer attack upgrade, though. Okay, so it's going to be Mutalisks, 6 on the initial play here, because that's how many larvae there are, and then a Hydroden on the follow-up. That's interesting. So Hydroden on the follow-up, he definitely wants some lurkers to be able to defend this third base. But that means that's gas that's going to go into things that aren't Mutalisks. So usually if you're getting the +1 flyer, you're going to make, I don't know, at least 11 mutas. Sometimes even more than that. Like you make more and more and more and replace the wounded ones with healthy ones and just keep the muta pressure up for a long time with the +1 flyer attack. But we'll see. Missile turrets are coming up here down in Scan's base. 2 of them here in the net. Main base has got 1 popping up. Honestly, a second one would make everybody feel good too. From Terranville. And Comsat says what? Comsat says there's a scan in. And he doesn't see a hive or anything, so there's no information there. Mutas. Yeah, just like, hey, worry about us. Worry about this. Don't send your Marines out. You got to keep them at home to deal with all of these gosh darn Mutalisks, which are getting +1 attack. Is going to be a very long time before it shows up. It's a long upgrade. Yeah, this thing started before infantry weapons, and infantry weapons is like further along. So, again, Zergs can make a million of something at once. That's the reason for the longer upgrade timing. It is a Queen's Nest, though. Okay. So this is a, wow, sub 7-minute Queen's Nest. He says, you know, maybe I don't need to rush the lurkers, right? We're pretty much doing a good job at keeping Scan pinned in here on his 2 bases. There's no real threat. He's going to head up to the top right. If he does, I think it can slow him down enough. It is a factory on the way. We'll see what that's going to be for here. Starport, probably, considering all of the Marines that Scan has. Not that he can't tech into, not that he can't tech into mech. That's definitely an option for him here. But the Marines have their range upgrade. They've got their stim. They don't have the +1. That's finishing up here soon. Mutas using this little high ground thing to disappear into the darkness. Disappear into the shadows. Lings are like, okay, let's try to deal with some reinforcements as they come up this ramp. Oh, this is good. This is good. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, hang on. More Marines maybe than we thought. Oh, my lurker trap, lurker trap, lurker trap, lurker trap. Everyone's dead. Surprise! Surprise, lurker trap is surprise. Okay, so Scan's like, oh, right. So you do have lurkers. Great. There's Sunkens up here, too. 3 Sunkens in the front of the net. Yeah, not really bustable at this stage, right? You got Marines, you got medics. You're really not breaking through this until you have siege tanks or science vessels, which Double Starport says, we're getting science vessels. Don't you worry, Falcon. Don't you worry, Terran fans. Hive on the way. More mutas being produced. They've got that +1 attack now, which is super fun. I'm not sure it's really helped them be that awesome. And he really hasn't gone that heavily into mutas. I'm really surprised he went for that +1. Like, why? Free Overlord is free, though. Like, that's what advantage you have when you're playing a Zerg player is you can kill Overlords out on the map and supply block your opponent. From out here, you don't have to drop on them at all. It's incredible. Bengalas spinning around. I mean, just again, probably throwing up. 4 lurks, top of the ramp. And how are we doing? Defiler Mound on the way. Macro Hatch 2. Yes. So this is Hyuk doing all the things I'd like him to do as a Zerg fan. Third base coming up from Scan. Just kind of trying to map control this a little bit. Just trying to make sure that it can catch groups of mutas as they fly carelessly past a large group of Marines with +1 attack and stim and range. No medics in this group, though, which I find confounding. Maybe they want to catch some drones that are trying to transfer over here, but we're just going to Nidus, probably. Oh, let's go to Nidus if we want to get over here. No reason to walk across the open map. You know. All right, mutas, dive bombing in, bottom right. Is there enough? Not enough missile turrets here, man. How's there one turret right now? Muta's doing some absolute work with that +1 attack. This is what I was expecting with the +1 attack, man. Yeah, really getting into the guts of the Terran base here, taking down turrets, killing SCVs. It's 38 SCVs to 39 drones here. I mean, come on. Come on. That's exactly what wanted to be seen. Nidus Canal up. Second Nidus is going to pop somewhere. You have to make an exit to the Nidus, friend. I don't know where it's going to be. I'm going to guess natural rather than main. But we'll have to wait and see what it is. Yeah, Hydra pops out. Doesn't have speed. Ah! There's the Knight. Yeah, Knight is coming up right here. Right next to the Queen's Nest and the Hydralisk Den. Very fun. So Overlord sees what's going on down here. Or maybe he does. I don't know. Probably poked over and saw what was going on. Macro, macro, macro hatch. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find something that's weird in this game. Not really anything, right? Adrenal's coming in, Plague's on the way, Irradiate's getting researched, all these things. I read your comments, everyone. And people complaining about how overpowered Plague is, or Dark Swarm, or obviously people complaining about Irradiate as well in the comments of ZBTs. Mutas? Okay, Scourge. Wow, I don't know. That was like a bunch of Scourge for one Science Vessel, and the Mutas took a lot of damage there, too. Only 3 of them on the outside. Bunch of lurkers up. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. All right. So, I mean, this is 3 base Zerg. Hive Tech. I'd really like to see him try to get a 4th base here. Having that 4th gas when you're going for all of this stuff. All the Ultras, all the lurkers, the Adrenal, the upgrades, right? It's not cheap. Gonna want a 4th gas here at some point. Maybe here, maybe down here. Seems like this is probably the most logical place to put it. But, man, Hyuk is just kind of rushing into High Tech. And going less on the macro side. Scan's like, I don't have a problem with that. I'm going SK Terran. Just keep making Marines like I've been making. I'm going to add Science Vessels to the group. That is my tier 3 tech here. Obviously. But, you know, you can do all that while getting a 3rd base. No problem. So, just incredibly safe here, man. There are Defilers. There's Consume. There's Plague. This is just really not breakable by these Marines and Medics. And you don't have to break it is the thing. You can kind of keep the Zerg player on 3 bases right as Hyuk goes for a 4th base. And the top right natural spawn. Yeah, yep. That's what I was expecting here. So Irradiates down on the lurks. Defiler consumes, evacuates. It's like, okay, we're going to set up here at the 4th base. Dude, the 4th base is done here though too. Oh, amazing stuff here out of Scan. The macro's insane. Look at this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 racks. On now 4 bases. Yeah, this is only minerals, but he's also doing a ton of marine production, so he needs minerals. So shut up. That's exactly how that works. Okay, so wow, this is one of the rare games, I feel like, where the Zerg player has everything he wants at 13 minutes. The Terran player has everything he wants at 13 minutes. I mean, kindness plating. Probably something the Zerg player wants. But still, it's a bit of a nitpick. It's almost done here anyway. It'll probably be before 14 minutes. Physics Lab. Science Vessel does get sniped by those Scourge. It is Battle Cruiser time soon. All right, Battle Cruiser Curse. Ready to go. Are you real? Okay, there's the Dark Swarm. But are there? Yes, there are lurkers inside the Dark Swarm. Plague! Massive Plague. Oh, man, that was a really huge Plague. That sucks. Scan, no. Scan, you can do it. Be strong, Scanaroonie. Ugh. Zerglings. Okay, there's a fire bat here, but... Oh, hang on. Scan did do a little bit of micro to kill more of this. Wait, he's not winning this. What the heck? He won that. That's insane. Nice. Another Plague there, too. Huh. I thought for sure that was enough Lings with Adrenal to get in there and wipe that group out, but then Scan started doing a little stutter step move. Got that fire bat in the back there. These are only 1/1 Lings, I guess, versus 2/2 Marines and, well, fire bats. The medics have the armor. They just don't have the attack. Be interesting if they have the attack. Battle cruisers are on the way. Another scan. Sees what's going on up here. Radiates, Ultralisks, and Defilers. Plague just catches the edge of this group. As ya do, lads. Woo, 4 battle cruisers at a time? When did he fire up additional starports? Oh my gosh, right here. What is happening? Scan, you madman. I'm not sure battle cruisers are even that good, and you're going to make more? Alright, Ling Ultra Lurker here. Irradiates doing what they can do. Plague on the Science Vessels, though. That's huge. That is 6 of the 7 Science Vessels catching Plagues right to the face. Ultralisk catches a Plague, too. That's not great for the Ultralisks. Man, Irradiates, Plagues. What are the dangers for Ultralisks on this map? Well, in StarCraft, anyway. Haha. Yamato getting researched? Why not? If you're making 4 BCs at the same time, you might as well give them the Yamato. That's what I always say. This group running into a group of Marines, unsupported by firebats and medics. They're over to the side here. These Lings are like, we got 2 armor now. And Adrenal, get on out. Get on out. Another Plague would be good. What's this Defiler up to? This having 2 hit points mostly and like 50 mana, so that's not good. 50 energy. Lings jumping on top of this base. The Marine count is enough to do this. The battle cruisers reveal themselves. I'm not sure that Hyuk knew about these big boys until they showed up right now. But yeah, where are the fire bats? This Dark Swarm is incredible, but Lings keep flinging outside of the Dark Swarm and dying as a result. I think this Defiler might have stepped outside too. Scourge, I think I rallied here. Oh, another Plague on the Science Vessels, though. Any of them? Is that the same one that... Okay, it's dead now. All right. I don't know that you need necessarily... Oh, okay, fine. Science Vessels dying like crazy to Scourge. It's a lot easier if they've already been Plagued right in the face. The battle cruisers are like, what? Okay. Dude, scan's expanding bottom left here too. 12 o'clock is done from Hyuk. So that's nice. These Science Vessels really want to Plague. Oh, that group is catching it right to the face here. This is incredible. So... these battle cruisers are on a mission of their own, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is such the standard maneuver to do. Yamato's down a Spore. Fights to take down another Spore here, taking hits in the process, as you will do, but 2 BCs have a lot of HP, man. 500 HP is a ton of HP. It's just, Spores have a lot of HP, too. Ultras and Lings, not a lot of them, but if your stuff's been Plagued, it's definitely enough. These 2 BCs hanging out, more Plague on more Science Vessels, but they might have been already Plagued previously. Look at these BCs inside the main base of Hyuk. What is going on? Well, okay, these guys I think got wiped out by Scourge, if I had to guess what happened to them. They are gone now, and I don't think they would have died fast enough to anything other than Scourge. This 4th base is in trouble. These battle cruisers are just going after a macro hatch, and no one's trying to stop them at all. I'm not sure what that's all about. All right, man. Ling Ultra busting down. Where's the Dark Swarm? Where is the Plague here? Ling's getting distracted a little bit, but man, these upgrades are killer. The 6 armor, the 2 attack here. The 3 attack is on the way. More Scourge being produced. Not Scourge, they're Scourge. These guys are just allowed to kill this macro hatch, I guess. Sure thing, guys. Bunker at the front falls, but there's not enough Zerg here to really take advantage of it. Yeah, Ultra goes down. Lings run out. They go to a base that also has bunkers at it. There are 4. Okay, 2 of the bunkers have Marines. 1 of them doesn't. this is enough to do, man. Ultras and Lings are kind of left here. Battle Cruisers are walking their way down here because they are slow. Extremely slow. Dude, how are these guys just doing what they're doing? There's a third BC that made it over here. Here are the Scourge. They're like, all right. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so they get that guy. This one's got 14 kills, and this one has 14 kills. They've been sharing kills like bros. Why are these guys allowed to be here? I think maybe Scan just made more BCs than Hyuk was anticipating. He's like, sure, maybe a couple BCs will show up over here. I'll deal with those. And then there were like 2 more, and then 2 more. Then there were ones down here, and he was like, what is going on? He's making BCs 4 at a time still at this moment. Is he going to kill the Ultralisk Cavern? Oh my gosh. Hydras keep popping out of this base and dying. Hyuk! Hyuk, you're not playing this very well, sir. Where are the Hydras with a Dark Swarm? Where are the millions of Scourge? Okay, you don't have a ton of gas. In all fairness. Alright, everybody dies there. This base is in a lot of trouble now. This is a pretty solid back and forth. The Ultralisk Cavern just died to Battle Cruisers. The Defiler Mound has just died to Battle Cruisers. These Hydras don't want to fight this. Maybe they do. They don't have any attack upgrades, though. This is not the fight. I don't know if this is the fight they want. It's a lot of them, though, in all fairness. Okay, so they are going to kill all the Battle Cruisers, but a lot of Hydras died for it. Where's the Dark Swarm? Why is there none of that? Okay, this group's trying to deal with a Battle Cruiser defending the bottom left, or I don't think there are enough Hydras for this scenario. This is insane. Battle Cruisers coming in to the 12 o'clock side here, too. Okay. This is just more BCs than you see when Battle Cruisers enter into this matchup. This is absolutely crazy. They've got 1-1 upgrades. I'd feel better about them if they had 2-2 or 3-3 in this situation, especially if the Hydras don't have any attack upgrades at all. Hyuk is replacing his Ultralisk Cavern and his Defiler Mound, and okay, alright. If you're forcing the certain player to make Hydras without attack upgrades, where are the Defiler? I mean, the Defiler Mound died, but it wasn't dead 4 minutes ago. There should be Defilers kind of still around. Oh man, I don't know about this. I don't know about this one. How many Lurkers are in that stack? 2? Yeah, I think they might have just both gotten irradiated based on the sound there. Look at these BCs just being like, da 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 da. We're out on a stroll. Out on the park. Lings busting on down into this bottom left base. They'll kill some SCVs, but the Battle Cruiser will clear them out. There aren't enough SCVs or enough Lings to kill this entire base, but my golly, they are actually doing pretty well. 3-3 Cracklings against SCVs, man. Not bad. Really not bad. It's a 24 kill Battle Cruiser, by the way. Suddenly, it's 155 to 121 supply. Scan is up. He's still got his Marines and his medics and stuff. He's just dumping a ton of money into Battle Cruisers, making them 4 at a time. Was the answer to making Battle Cruisers better in this matchup simply to make more of them? Is that what we're looking at here today? There, a Defiler consuming Dark Swarm. Save us all. Running down the left side here again. No. Getting stuck on a ramp pathing is terrible. These SCVs are like, we can come back to work. Goodness to gracious. Scan's expanding again here. Doesn't look like he's going to, but he is up about 40 supply right now. The Ultralisks are back on the menu, not that the Ultra Cavern has been restored. Battle cruisers doing what they do. Irradiated Ultralisk getting tons of damage up and down this group. Dude, they're just kind of sitting among those. Dude, you're not splitting off at all here? Wow, the Irradiate doing a ton of work in that battle. Without the Irradiate, I don't know if that goes as good for Scan as it does. It goes as well as it does if you want to be a grammar Nazi like I am. Oh, they wiped out the 12 o'clock base too. Dude, these battle cruisers, man. Maybe it was this one. One of these two that did it. I'm guessing they Yamato'd it down, though. Either way, okay. All right, that's it, man. Hyuk's like, okay, this battle cruiser stuff is too much for me. Too rich for my blood. Absolutely crazy. What a crazy, crazy win there. Man, mind blown at this game. Now look, did Hyuk play very well? No, he really didn't. He didn't get Darkstorm Hydra up to deal with the battle cruisers all that well. He didn't have upgrades for his Hydras either, which would have been nice. But I think he just got caught off guard. I think he's like, oh yes, a couple battle cruisers, sure, we can handle those with a number of Scourge, but then there were 4 BCs. They're showing up in places they weren't supposed to show up, and it just threw Hyuk off his game a lot. A lot. I mean, this battle cruiser is 27 kills defending this bottom left-hand corner. The battle cruisers got some value today. I'm not sure if any of them even got plagued, which is another failure of Hyuk to be entirely reasonable, right? I mean, there might have been a plagued battle cruiser. I just didn't see it. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game. Scan has cracked the code, everyone. He's figured out how to make battle cruisers work in this matchup. 212,000 points, 194,000 points here, outproducing the Terran player 2-1, getting outkilled by a 5-3 ratio. Structures raised 17-13, and resources here outspending by about 7,000 resources. So this is kind of enough, honestly, but the cost effectiveness of the battle cruisers made the need for a higher outspend by Hyuk, I would say. So GG, that was absolutely ridiculous. What a fantastic ZVT. Scan gets the win against someone who's got a better resume than he does, for sure. But, you know, that's why we watch the games. That's why this happens. You just don't be like, oh, this player is higher ranked than the other one in this game. I'm not going to watch. Some people probably do that, actually, and they're wrong. They are wrong to do so. So, GG, man. Scan. We love this man, and we love him a little bit more, don't we? All right, cool. That is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.